The Amber Heard that I knew for the first year and a half was not this opponent. It wasn't my girl. It was she had become my opponent, and everything that I did just didn't fit her.
For the past 3 days, Johnny Depp has been testifying in a libel trial to determine if Amber Heard defamed him in a newspaper op-ed in 2018. Depp has testified about anything from taking medications as a child to having a near mental collapse, in which he used his severed finger to write on the walls in his own blood to recall his ex-alleged wife's falsehoods. Everything has been very dramatic and has been on everyone's lips, but what was it that Johnny testified? What were the experiences that he recounted that have affected his life and his professional career? Stay to know all the details.
By drawing a penis on it, didn't you?
I don't know about that. I don't remember drawing a penis on a painting.
Given the state you were in, it's entirely possible that you did that, even if you don't remember it to this day, correct?
Drawing a penis on a painting was not the first thing on my mind.
Heard's attorneys had warned that the trial would be a mudslinging soap opera in which the true Johnny Depp would be revealed. Despite the public attention brought to his drug usage, Depp maintains that he never abused Heard and that he's preoccupied with disclosing the truth and does not want to disappoint those who looked up to him. My goal is the truth because it killed me that these people I'd met over the years, that these people would think that I'm a fraud, Depp testified. Heard authored an op-ed piece in the Washington Post in 2018 in which she referred to herself as a public figure symbolizing domestic abuse, according to the actor.
Obviously, there was no threat to Ms. Heard with that knife. It was about spilling my blood because I thought that's what the only thing she didn't have at that point.
Depp's lawyer said it was a clear reference to charges Heard made when she filed a restraining order against him in 2016. Heard never mentioned Depp by name. Depp said that the allegations and article turned him into a Hollywood outcast, costing him a role in the lucrative Pirates of the Caribbean film trilogy. Heard's lawyers claimed that his opinion post was factually correct and did not disparage him. They claim Depp's terrible behavior destroyed his reputation, in that the Walt Disney Company had already planned to fire Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean months before the piece was published. But what exactly does Heard claim? Heard has accused Depp of assaulting her physically and sexually many times before and during their brief marriage, typically in instances where she claims he drank too much and blacked out later. Depp claimed that Heard's claims of substance misuse were grossly inflated, and that he was never out of control during that time. They first met in 2009, married in 2015, and then divorced a year later. Many text messages Depp wrote to his pals outlining the massive amounts of booze and drugs he'd taken at a period when he claimed he wasn't a problem drinker have been highlighted by Heard's attorneys. Depp tried and lost a similar action in England against a newspaper. Depp abused Heard on a dozen occasions and put her in dread of her life on other occasions, according to the judge. Later in the trial, Heard is likely to testify. Depp and Heard met while filming The Rum Diary, a 2011 Depp-produced film based on an unpublished work by the late Hunter S. Thompson that Depp discovered while searching through Thompson's archives with his friend Thompson. Depp said Heard was the perfect embodiment of the book's femme fatale character named Chanot. "That's the Chanot that Hunter wants," Depp recalled. "Yep, she could definitely kill me." They began dating a few years later, with Depp depicting their relationship as a classic Hollywood romance throughout the early stages.
My family, my friends, everyone around me saw all the bruises and broken blood vessel under my eye, the bruises on my head, the missing chunks of hair, the split lip, the black eye, the swollen nose, all that shit.
The Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall characters in the 1944 film To Have and Have Not were given the nicknames Slim and Steve, respectively. Depp also mentioned that he was aware of the age disparity between himself and Heard, comparing it to the 25-year gap between Bogart and Bacall. "I acknowledged the fact that I was the old, craggy fogey and she was this beautiful creature," he said. When Depp felt he was suddenly just incorrect about everything in Heard's eyes, things in their marriage began to alter, he said. Heard, according to Depp, made small jokes at him, demeaned him, and chastised him. According to Depp, the insults evolved into full-fledged circular debates with no way in or out. "It was sort of a rapid-fire, sort of endless parade of insults," Depp recalled. Heard began physically hitting Depp shortly after, according to Depp. He claims she once tossed 2 bottles of vodka at him, the second of which burst, severing his finger to the point of bone exposure. Depp claimed he used the blood to scribble on his walls and recite lies he'd caught Heard telling. Depp claimed he lied to safeguard Heard at the hospital, telling medics he'd wounded himself. Lawyers for Heard claim he cut his own finger. One of the main causes of contention is what happened on a private flight Depp and Heard traveled from Boston to Los Angeles in 2014 while he was filming the gangster thriller Black Mass. Depp allegedly assaulted her on the airplane when he was blacked out drunk, according to Heard. Depp claimed that to evade her badgering, he took 2 oxycodone pills, an opiate to which he admits he was hooked at the time, locked himself in the plane lavatory, and fell asleep. He said in court that he merely drank a glass of champagne before boarding the plane. However, before the flight, he texted actor Paul Bettany about consuming half a bottle of whiskey, 1,000 Red Bull vodkas, and 2 bottles of champagne. Heard's attorneys have also pointed to text messages Depp sent to Heard after the flight, saying, "Once again I find myself in a place of shame and regret. I must get better." Depp sent Bettany text messages in which he stated a desire to kill and degrade Heard, according to Heard's lawyers. After saying he wanted to burn her, Depp wrote, "Let's drown her before we burn her. I will expletive her burned corpse afterward to make sure she's dead." Depp apologized to the jury for the filthy language, saying that he went to dark places in the heat of the pain I was feeling. He also linked his writing to Thompson's gonzo style, which used loud language and inflated concepts frequently.
By the way, I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. I was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Despite the serious allegations and filthy text messages read in court, Depp's testimony has included some amusing moments. "I mean, isn't happy hour anytime?" Depp said when asked if he could drink whiskey in the morning. When questioned if he'd ever provided medication to Marilyn Manson, Depp admitted that he had once given Manson a tablet to make him stop talking so much. Depp also stated that he's never seen Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl, the 2003 blockbuster in which he starred as the irrational Captain Jack Sparrow. "I didn't see it, but, well, the film did pretty well apparently," Depp stated when asked about the film's success. There's also the strange case of reported penis vandalism. Heard's lawyer repeatedly questioned Depp about drawing a penis on a painting in his house shortly after the actor claimed Heard severed his finger. Depp testified, "Drawing a penis on a painting was not the first thing on my mind." Fairfax County Circuit Court in Fairfax, Virginia is hosting the trial. The lawyers for Heard wanted the case to be heard in California, where the actors live. However, a judge concluded that Depp was within his rights to file the lawsuit in Virginia because the Washington Post's online edition's computer servers are located there. According to Depp's lawyers, the action was brought in Virginia partly because the statutes are more favorable to their case. The trial continues, and all that remains is to wait for the verdict and see who wins. A reporter said, "Whoever wins in this trial, both have already lost," and perhaps he's right, because after this trial, nothing will ever be the same for these actors, neither their personal, private, nor their professional lives, and especially with the Change.org petition to fire Amber from Aquaman 2. But we want to know your opinion. What team are you on? Do you think that finally, with all the evidence, Johnny can prove his innocence? Follow us on this channel for more videos from your favorite celebrities and leave us all your comments, theories, and opinions below. See you in the next video.